If you want to heal your soul, you need a little more silence, a little more prayer each day. Sometimes, we feel tired, but it's not the body that's exhausted, it's the soul. In the noise of life, in the rush of thoughts, in the trap of time, we forget to nourish our soul. We wrap it in sleep at night, but we never truly awaken it. Everything in the world is changing rapidly. Life feels like a race. From the moment it begins, it pulls you constantly towards something. Time slips through our fingers like water. What you called yesterday is already a distant past. Memories fade quickly, plans shift, and in the midst of it all, a person can lose themselves in the flow. Every morning when we wake up, we are met with hundreds of thoughts. How will today go? Can I handle it all? Will it work out this time? These thoughts pile up, and without even realizing it, life takes a piece of us. Our soul grows weary, and our heart longs for silence. Sometimes, there are moments when even breathing feels difficult. As if an invisible weight is pressing down on our shoulders. As if a quiet voice inside us is whispering, "Stop. Just stop and listen." But we don't even find the time to stop, or we think we can't. And to escape this suffocation, to rediscover ourselves within the chaos, we need something. A refuge. A support. A source. And that source is a truth that has always been before our eyes. But so often forgotten. This is not just a religious duty or obligation. It is nourishment for the soul. Daily devotion is a shield, a way to renew one's connection with the Creator. To protect the soul from the noise of this world. A little prayer, a little reflection, a little silence each day. These are what heal the wounds within. Daily devotion reminds you that life is not built around you, but upon the will of God. It calls you to surrender, not to your ego, but to the care of the one who created you. Worship is not just a ritual. It is a sincere closeness, a bond between you and God. It is the heart you open to Him in the silence of the night, while the world sleeps. It is the hope hidden in a tear. It is the freedom hidden in a prostration. In worship, a person finds themselves, their weakness, their need, and their soul. And most importantly, worship brings the soul closer to God. Because a person may have everything, but a heart without God will always remain empty. No matter how powerful the attraction of the world is. The nourishment of the soul can only be found in connection with the divine. Just a few minutes each day. A quiet prayer in stillness. A sincere prostration. Reflecting on a single verse. These small moments will give you strength for the entire day. They will lift you from the chaos of the world into the calm of the heavens. These moments will help you discover the light of God within your life. Never forget. Your soul is a desert. And worship is the rain that gives it life. If you feel lost, if you're drowning, or if there's an emptiness deep inside you, pause. Take a deep breath. And simply say, "Oh Allah, I am coming to you." Because God never turns away anyone who truly seeks Him. Daily devotion, the time for prayer and reflection, is a pause in the rush of life. It is a breath taken within the noise of everyday living. Like a short pause in a chaotic world. When we're rushing somewhere, overwhelmed with thoughts, and surrounded by countless voices. In that moment, we choose to listen to just one voice, the voice of God. This means coming together with God every day, listening to His words, speaking to Him, and beginning our day in His light. It is a sincere conversation within silence. Not with a friend, but with the Lord, the owner of all things. In these moments, we don't just pray. We reflect. We repent. We express gratitude. And we cleanse our soul. Life takes so much from us, our attention, our time, our energy. But daily devotion gives back what life has taken. Inner peace, calmness of the soul, trust, and direction. These moments are like sitting at a table with God. The words are simple, but they come from deep within the heart. You speak to Him about your day, your fears, your needs, your joys, your gratitude. During prayer, you fall silent, and the Lord speaks. You listen, and as you open yourself to God, He embraces you, with all your emptiness within. Sometimes, these simple moments of devotion offer answers deeper than life itself. Prayer turns into prostration into tears, and tears into healing. Because daily devotion is not just a religious duty. It is the daily nourishment of the soul, a source that renews you from within. Remember, starting your day with God can change how the entire day unfolds. Beginning your day with devotion may not only change your day, it might change your whole life. Because life wears down the soul. The noise of the world leads us astray. Each day, we absorb hundreds of pieces of information, experience countless emotions. Anger, anxiety, fear, disappointment. All of it stains the soul. But daily devotion washes away that stain. Each day, we are cleansed a little more. Each day, we draw a little closer to the light of God. Remember, spending time with God changes a person. What can change in a single day? Everything. You may read one verse, and it's like turning on a light in a dark room. You may say a single prayer, and a heart that has been like stone for years begins to soften. You may whisper a word of gratitude, and long-hidden resentment within you starts to melt away. Sometimes it seems like nothing changes in a day, but the truth is, you change. And the change that begins within you slowly begins to transform the world around you. Daily devotion doesn't require special conditions or grand plans. Find a quiet place. Put your phone on silent. Even if just for a few minutes, be alone with God. Read the Holy Book, or begin to pray. Speak with your own words. This is not a ritual, it is a relationship. If your time is limited, give 10 minutes. If your hands are free, stay longer. What matters most is opening your heart. God hears your voice. Even if you say nothing aloud, He hears the sighs of your soul. Daily devotion is sometimes simply being silent. Sometimes, it's just sitting still and feeling His presence. We are so used to speaking constantly. But spending time with God isn't only about praying, it's also about listening. Sometimes God answers us, through a verse, a coincidence, or a word from someone. But to hear those answers, the voice of our heart must be clear. Silence is one of the strongest bonds with God. Daily devotion is a bridge between faith and real life. To pray, and then begin the day with that same faith. To greet the morning with God, to walk your path with Him, and to end your day in His peace. This is what it means to live your worship within daily life. To offer prayer, and then help an orphan. To read the Quran, and then show love to your family. To pray, and then be honest in your work. This is the true expression of spiritual discipline. Sometimes, you feel God while simply sipping your morning tea. While watching the sunrise through your window. While quietly observing a tree as you walk. Because daily devotion is about turning these ordinary moments into sacred ones. It's about seeing traces of God in every moment. Because God is everywhere. If we go without food for too long, our body becomes weak. Likewise, if our soul is not nourished with daily devotion, it too begins to weaken. And that weakness shows itself through anxiety, loneliness, and hopelessness. Daily devotion is the awakening of the soul. It is watering the light within you. It is the quiet, yet consistent healing of your inner being. Daily devotion is about building a relationship with God. It's speaking to a Creator who listens to you, understands you, and whose love is endless. It's living with Him, not just in difficult times, but in every moment. And the beautiful truth is this. He is waiting for you. Every single day. He will wait until you return to Him. Dear friend, if the soul has a refuge in this world, it is daily devotion. This devotion does not bring God closer to you, because He is already near. But it brings you to the place where you can feel Him. Daily devotion is the breath of the soul. A silent, yet powerful calling. Start today. Not just with words of prayer, but with the sincerity in your heart. Not just by reading, but by living it. God will respond to you. Because He is not far, He is with you. Take 10 minutes every day and give your soul a breath of life. A relationship with God begins with simplicity. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. You are not alone on this journey, we're in it together.